I'm going to stop doing the intros in the videos until you say you missed the very good gamers. And yes, folks, that's exactly what you see in the title. Today, there are only 2 weeks left for Natlan's long-awaited livestream to arrive on August 16th. That there is already a video dating now and so on because it was officially announced and confirmed very soon. But before that, already information from the 5 banners, and I think many aren't buying it. So leave a good like, a good and subscribe, leave a good comment for the algorithm. See you in the directs, link down here in the description. Remember that it has helped a lot to position us to recommend the channel and everything that is exposure and algorithm for everything, which is free to give a good like, subscribe, leave a comment. So thank you for all your support, and let's talk about the 5 banners 2 weeks before the live stream comes out, and I explained the live stream theme. Well, we all know Molani and Kinish are coming. Who are the new characters, and I've already talked about the kit, and even the beta of the private servers, and many people have been able to play it, and so on. You know enough about the characters, but what was not known and what we are yet to confirm, remember that the information is subject to change as long as it is not confirmed. With the live stream, 2 weeks remain. It is that in theory the 5 will come Raiden and KAZUHA, and this is very strong. Obviously in this video we will talk to analyze if Raiden, KAZUHA, Kinish and Molani are worth it, and now on the banner should be missing very much. Little time for Yelan and Emily to arrive, who are still 2 very strong and important characters, with which is a video that is also important because it is a dilemma that everyone will have. And starting at the beginning, and so I think it's the premise to lay the groundwork for the video. What the hell are Raiden and KAZUHA doing? I think at the end of 450, beginning 4.6 or something. No, 4.6 came Alakino. 4.5, end of 4.5. Relatively recently for what Genshin is. They have also realized that KAZUHA is very powerful, that many new people will come to Natlan, and that all those new people will see guides. They will see content, and in those guides they will see that KAZUHA is one of the 3 most important characters of the 100 and a peak of all Genshin impact. With which I think it is an intelligent strategy by Hoyoverse that has come quite recently. KAZUHA and only, aside for Natlan's exploration, will help a lot because KAZUHA also helps in the exploration at the end. On the other hand, Raiden is a character who is Archant, who has recently come Chlorine and have learned and taken data with Chlorine. That as much as a pretty strong carry like Chlorine comes out, people won't forget their favorite Archant ever, the Parrot, and as I explained in other videos, the altar that Raiden has in the rest of Hoyoverse games. Acheron, Raiden May, and things you already know, which you play several games, and the thing is, Raiden with that roof of C3 and gun. They know it's a goal for a lot of players to get that C3 and Raiden weapon. Today I think it's already the C3 and Raiden weapon. Not only is it a goal for players anymore, I think for many people it is lore from the community who is main Raiden to go to. For that key 3 and weapon, that care that it is very expensive, and all disclaimer, be careful with the economy and not go crazy. The point is they want to start with everything in Natlan, and the pre-publicity they've done is very powerful with what you see. It feels you notice there's going to be an engagement and a number of new players or people who already played Genshin and left it. The theme of bringing Raiden and KAZUHA into the game is strategic. And now the theme of the video, aside from the explanation of why maybe this can come now. What's more important, we have on the table Emily, Yelan, KAZUHA, and we have Raiden. Kinish and Molani Daito. Why did I separate this? Because they are carries, and they are supports, and Raiden today is a carry. Well, speaking first of the supports, which is more important or not, because they are the important ones of the game. We have KAZUHA, Yelan, and Emily. In my opinion, between if we put a table, as I explained in many videos, maybe this is information you'll see repeated, but I'm going to sum it up for the new ones. If we put a table to the 6 best supports of the game, we have in this same order, and this you can learn and understand much more by watching the channel tier list that I recently uploaded several. But in short, Furina, Nahida, KAZUHA, Tianyon, Yelan, and in my opinion until Emily comes out, I think Emily's going to go right into that. Top 6 as second best support within the game below, Nahida above Baiju Dottie. So if of the most important supports of the game, That is practically of the supports are more important than the carries. We have 3 on these banners. I think that for new accounts we should give priority, and in what order, because I think the number 1 priority of the 3 is right now KAZUHA, because he's in the top 3. In second priority, Yellen, and in third priority, Emily, because Emily being new has not yet been able to play officially in. If beta has been played, Emily is still waiting for it to come out, and maybe the acceptance might match well or bad in other teams. Playability? Something concrete that may end up not working at all, or not meeting expectations that. It can happen with which for the topic of surprise in less priority Emily, in first priority KAZUHA, and then Yellen. And now, going to the cards between Kinnick, Molani, and Raiden would tell you the following. Kinnick and Molani paint very strong. Kinnick to C2 paint as best Dendro, both conventional equipment of Endro above Alhaitham as Kinnick has passives. That will improve his damage by playing on burn and crackling, or even in some burn with an inverse melted sub DPS like a Rosaria melting off the field or something like that, with which seems to be very powerful and certainly above Alhaitham. Only if this 2 and this 0 will not be better than Alhaitham in Hyper Blue. But again, you don't know anything with which is a carry that hasn't come out yet, and that until all this comes out can change, but pain strong, and Molani has received a lot of nerfs that I've explained in another previous video that surely you are interested to see. It's called Goodbye. Molani will be around here on screen, and basically Molani also paints very strong at the height. More or less gamming in my opinion. I think Molani, if everything works well, and then has synergies that enhance its gameplay. With Mavuika is basically going to be a carry that evaporates his normal attacks, and that will then be within the top 5 teams, because there was a point in beta that made 700,000 times normal. It's been nerfed and so forth, and now 300,000 times normal attack. Vaporized, but can do faster than normal ones in summary. Then between Kinish, Molani, and Raiden would say they are carries. I'd say everyone better be patient than we content creators test and teach you everything you can. Take out with these characters the minimum ceilings, and in opinion even a few days after the first day you are guided deep. For 2 objective points that if they're going to help you decide the things right now, if you can check that they're number 1. That are mounts that will facilitate exploration throughout the Tivat region outside of Natlan, and this may be a point 2. Please, if you like the characters, and point number 2, tastes, is to say keep in mind that tastes are important. And if someone fell in love with the design of a character that would take him to heaven even if he would come out pocho, and in the end it's a game, is for fun, but there is one point that is also efficiency and fun, doing well the rules that impose your own game. Then, if you like something and like it to the extreme, it would be nice to have patience to wait to see if you really compliment them, the likes with which the character meets the expectations. But if not, without success, to the fear that is a sentence of the channel, because too, sometimes I'm wrong, live I'm dyslexic, and sometimes I lose things like there's a lot of community and support the old ones will say phrases. Mythical Phil, so with the carries lower the priority in total, I would say that the computation of all these banners would be in priority. KAZUHA Chero, then Yellen Chero. Then I'd say Emily over all the carries, then I'd say out of the 3 carries, and here. I get really wet already. Raiden, you know, that C3 and gun, and still it would be so maybe the 5 doesn't get in yet with the hyper carry. Or the national Raiden, because there are many teams and a lot of power creepy, many new characters and a lot of madness and hyper bloom. Noivilet Team Gaming Team Alakino steamed with Furina, C2 KAZUHA CT2 for the master's degree. They are already well and above the roofs of the Raiden hyper carry the Raiden National, but Raiden remains a character that the entire world loves, and that has its C2 is surely looking for the C3, and so the carriers would say better to breathe to have patience. And if you don't have patience, it seems that here neither Chimoalani, if you are going to be very powerful here, nor if you have a carry inside. Like Hignari Alhaitham maybe here, or if you have to have more patience because maybe with the carries inside old, you can already do many things in Mualani because the same is not a carry hydro, if it looks very powerful as I explained. But well, if you have new Billet, if you play other teams do not monopolize characters, and above all patience, so these are the banners of the 5 I know. Maybe you want something definite, but until here no Molani Chi come out, and already knowing the position of Raiden we have to be careful because obviously Joyo wants them power creep, and that power creep wants it to be his own function of selling how much stronger is a more impressive character as more sells, and people want it for the big numbers. But let's remember also, you have to be a little careful because maybe along Natlan better carriers come out more powerful, and maybe the Fae Natlan's first ones stay there or stay pretty strong, but not as strong as those who come out later or arrive. Suddenly, soon some fatui as captain or as Sandronio Colombina and the Archon Pyro, and suddenly people don't have hair. Protogema minimideni. Then, you also have to take everything with patience little more. These are the banners of prey of the 5. 0 and waiting in weeks to be confirmed with a live stream. Leave a good UTI Bennett subscribe. Leave a good comment for algorithm. You know that this helps a lot, so thank you for all the support. Take care a lot and bye.